I'm Mike from TV Parts Today. Today we're just going to be going over a few different boards that you might find in the back of your TV set. First thing up on the list here is a power supply. Now most of the time in your television you're going to find one of these. More than likely coupled with a main board as well as a T-Con board. Take note, up here in the corner, that is an LED driver. That is found on newer models of televisions. And generally you're going to find these on most of your power supplies these days. Now moving on to the main board, this is also another board that you're going to find in your TV set. Like I said, most sets are going to have 3 boards in it, that power supply and now this main board here. And a way you can tell if it's the main board or not, I know a lot of folks have trouble figuring that out. Your main board is going to have most of your plugins there. You can see those HDMI ports and the USB drives. Over here on this side, you've got your coax. So that's an easy way to kind of identify what your main board is in your TV set. Now, the third board that you're generally going to find in your television is the T-Con. It's not always going to be this shape. Sometimes it's going to be more rectangular, about the size of just an average smartphone or so. Your T-Con, it may or may not have a metal shield over the top of it, but it's generally going to have at least these 2 ribbon cable connectors here, and then one down here on the bottom. And this one anymore these days usually gets integrated onto the main board, which I will show you that here next actually. This main board here is an example of a main board that also has the T-Con integrated onto it. A way that you can tell is usually you'll have a ribbon cable connector here similar to what you would have on a T-Con. This guy right here. And sometimes you'll actually have 2 of those side by side. And this one right here is actually an LED driver by itself. Like I'd mentioned earlier, these boards usually come integrated onto the power supply anymore these days. This one's an example of what you might find in your TV if you just have an LED driver board by itself. Now this board here, this is just a regular power supply. This doesn't have anything extra integrated onto it. This is just a basic power supply that you're going to find on its own in your set, coupled with the main board and the T-Con more than likely. Now a lot of newer sets and lower end models of television, they're going to have an all-in-one kind of situation going on. This right here is an example of all 3 of those boards in one. If you take a look, right here you've got all of your plugins, your HDMIs, your coax, your AV jacks. Over here on this side is where your ribbon cable connector is for your T-Con. And then this whole side of the board here is your power supply. And I think that's about it for today. If you guys need any help identifying parts in your TV, if you need any help actually figuring out what kind of situation you've got going on in the back of your TV, just give us a call at 1-800-203-7484. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, just remember you do qualify for 20% off your first order. Thanks.
Thank you for watching another TV Parts Today repair video. If you have a question regarding your TV repair, post a comment and we will try to help. And don't forget,
you can help us and stay up to date by subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Also, check us out on Facebook for exclusive promo codes.